Have you ever found yourself counting down the days until your next paycheck arrives? It's a stressful feeling, knowing that one unexpected car repair or medical bill could throw your entire budget into chaos. You work hard for your money, but it often feels like it disappears just as quickly as it comes in. This cycle of living paycheck to paycheck is exhausting, and it can make you feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, running hard but not getting anywhere. You see others talking about building wealth or planning for retirement, and it might seem like a distant dream, something reserved for people with six-figure salaries or a secret inheritance. The good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. I'm here to tell you that breaking this cycle is not only possible, but it's also simpler than you think. My entire approach to money is built on one core belief: financial knowledge should be accessible to everyone. You don't need a fancy degree in economics or a huge pile of cash to start taking control of your financial future. All you need are a few simple, practical steps that you can start implementing today. I'm going to be your guide, breaking down these concepts into easy-to-understand pieces, so you can stop feeling stressed about money and start building a life of financial freedom. Forget everything you think you know about the complicated world of finance. We're going to cut through all the jargon and confusing advice. My goal is to give you the straightforward information you need to make smart decisions with your money, no matter how much you have. We'll start small, focusing on what you can do right now with what you have. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about making consistent, intelligent choices that will add up over time. Think of me as your financial co-pilot, here to help you navigate the path toward a more secure and prosperous future, one simple step at a time. This journey begins with a single, powerful decision: the decision to make your money work for you instead of you always working for your money. It's about shifting your mindset from just earning and spending to earning, saving, and growing. We're going to demystify the process and show you that you already have what it takes to get started. The path to financial independence might seem long, but it begins with the very first step. Let's take that step together and begin building the foundation for the financial life you deserve. So, what exactly is investing? The word itself can sound intimidating, bringing to mind images of Wall Street traders in expensive suits shouting into phones. But let's strip away all that complexity and get down to the basics. At its core, investing is simply the act of using your money to buy something that you believe will be worth more in the future. It's like planting a seed. You put a small seed, your money, into the ground, which is your investment, and with a little bit of time and patience, it has the potential to grow into a big, strong tree that produces fruit, or your returns. Let's use a simple example to make this even clearer. Imagine you and your friend decide to start a small business, selling lemonade. You give your friend $10 to buy lemons, sugar, and cups. In return, your friend promises you a share of the profits. You have just invested. You used your money to help a business get started, and you now own a piece of it, hoping it will succeed and pay you back more than your initial $10. That's all investing really is: putting your money to work in a business or asset with the expectation of earning more money back later on. The key difference between saving and investing is what your money does. When you save money, you put it in a safe place, like a savings account at a bank. It's secure, but it usually doesn't grow much, if at all. In fact, due to inflation, the slow increase in the price of everything, the money in your savings account can actually lose its buying power over time. Investing, on the other hand, gives your money the chance to grow significantly faster than inflation, helping you build real, lasting wealth over the long term. It's the difference between parking your car and driving it toward a destination. This concept is not reserved for the wealthy. In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools for anyone who wants to stop living paycheck to paycheck. By investing even small amounts, you are essentially buying tiny pieces of successful companies, like Apple, Amazon, or Coca-Cola. As these companies grow and make more money, the value of your small piece can grow right along with them. This is how you start to build a financial safety net and create a future where you are no longer completely dependent on your next paycheck to survive. If you want to change your financial situation, understanding why investing is so critical is the first major step. The single most important reason to invest is to beat inflation. Think about it this way. A cup of coffee that cost $1 10 years ago might cost $2.50 today. If you had kept that dollar in a jar, it would now only buy you less than half a cup of coffee. your money lost its purchasing power. Investing helps your money grow at a rate that is hopefully faster than inflation, ensuring that your future self can afford the same or even a better lifestyle. It's about protecting the value of your hard-earned cash. Beyond just keeping pace with rising costs, investing is the most effective way for the average person to build wealth over time. Unless you're expecting a massive inheritance or plan to win the lottery, your salary alone is unlikely to make you financially independent. When you invest, you are no longer the only one working to earn money. Your money starts working for you too. This creates a second stream of income that can grow 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even while you're sleeping or on vacation. This is the secret that wealthy people have understood for generations, and it's now accessible to everyone. Investing also provides you with financial security and options. Imagine having enough money in your investment accounts to cover 6 months of living expenses. How much less stressful would your life be? You wouldn't have to panic if you lost your job or faced an unexpected emergency. This financial cushion gives you freedom. The freedom to leave a job you don't like, the freedom to take risks and start a business, or the freedom to take time off to travel or be with family. Investing is not just about numbers on a screen, it's about building a life with more choices and less worry. Finally, the sooner you start, the better, thanks to the power of compound interest. Compound interest is when your investments earn returns, and then those returns start earning returns of their own. It creates a snowball effect that can turn a small amount of money into a surprisingly large sum over many years. Because of this, time is your greatest asset. A dollar you invest today is far more powerful than a dollar you invest 10 years from now. By waiting, you are losing out on years of potential growth. That's why starting now, even with a small amount, is one of the best financial decisions you can ever make. Alright, let's get practical. You're convinced that investing is important, and you've managed to set aside $100. What exactly do you do next? The process is much simpler than you might imagine. The first step is to open an investment account, often called a brokerage account. Think of this as a bank account specifically for buying and selling investments. Many reputable companies like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab offer these accounts, and you can often open one online in about 15 minutes with no minimum deposit. You'll just need some basic personal information like your social security number and address. Once your account is open, the next step is to transfer your $100 into it from your regular bank account. This is usually a simple electronic transfer, just like paying a bill online. Now, with the money in your brokerage account, you have to decide what to invest in. For a beginner, the easiest and most recommended option is a low-cost index fund or an exchange-traded fund, also known as an ETF. An S&P 500 index fund, for example, lets you buy a tiny piece of the 500 largest companies in the US all at once. This automatically diversifies your investment, which means you aren't putting all your eggs in one basket. A crucial tip for beginners is to automate the process. Set up an automatic transfer from your bank account to your investment account every week or every month, even if it's just for $25. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging. It takes the emotion out of investing and ensures you are consistently building your portfolio over time, buying more when prices are low and less when they are high. Consistency is far more important than trying to time the market perfectly. Don't try to be a hero, just be consistent and let time do the heavy lifting for you. One common mistake to avoid is panic selling. The stock market goes up and down. That's completely normal. There will be days or even months when you see the value of your investment go down. New investors often get scared and sell everything at a loss. This is the worst thing you can do. Remember, investing is a long-term game. History has shown that over the long run, the market has always recovered from downturns and continued to grow. Trust the process, stay calm, and don't check your account every single day. Let your investment ride out the bumps. To truly appreciate the power of investing, let's look at a simple, real-life example. Let's say you start with that initial $100. You decide to invest it in a broad market index fund. You also commit to adding just $100 more every single month. It might not seem like much, but let's see what happens over time. We'll assume a historical average annual return of the stock market, which is around 10%. This is not a guarantee, of course, but it's a reasonable figure for our example. It's important to see how these small, consistent actions can lead to massive results down the road. After 1 year of investing $100 per month, you would have contributed a total of $1,300. your first 100 plus 12 monthly contributions. With a 10% average annual return, your account would be worth approximately $1,368. You've earned $68, which might not sound life-changing, but you made that money without doing any extra work. It's a start, and it's where the magic begins. This is your money working for you, generating more money while you go about your life. The real power, however, is not in the first year, but in what happens next when you let it continue to grow. Now let's fast forward 10 years. You've continued to faithfully invest $100 every single month. You would have put in a total of $12,100 of your own money. But thanks to the power of compound growth, your account wouldn't just be worth $12,100. At that same 10% average annual return, your investment would have grown to be worth over $20,600. That's more than $8,500 in growth that you earned simply by being patient and consistent. You nearly doubled your money without increasing your monthly contribution. This is compounding in action. Your earnings are generating their own earnings. Let's take it one step further. If you continue this same simple plan for 30 years, you would have contributed a total of $36,100. It's a significant amount of savings, but the result is what's truly staggering. Your investment account could be worth over $226,000. The vast majority of that, nearly $190,000, is pure growth. This is how you build life-changing wealth from small, manageable beginnings. The key ingredients were not a large income or expert knowledge, they were consistency and time. The sooner you plant that seed, the larger the tree will grow. Take that first step today, because your future self will thank you for it. Look into free resources like Investopedia or the guides on your brokerage's website to learn even more.